Hi everyone! In my previous video I showed how to sculpt the portrait of the girl. We talked about anatomy, adding HD geometry details and such. Now I will demonstrate how to do textures for the model. Earlier before, I used to do skin textures in ZBrush because I find their navigation system more friendly. But not long ago, I found this tutorial from Jay Hill on how to create same textures in Substance Painter, and since then I continued with Substance Painter method because I find it has more potential in it. Okay, so let's begin. Starting from importing the model, under Files, select Import, select a file, choose our model. Okay, adding a normal map and setting resolution to something higher. Okay, so here's my model. Under texture settings, going to apply normal map. It would take a couple of seconds to load it. Here we go, all the details from HD geometry. Next, we'll make some extra maps needed for the texturing process. I will need a normal map and ID map. Under curvature, make sure to change generate from normal map so it captures details from normal map, not model surface. Rest will leave as default except resolution. In general tab will set higher number so it captures all small details we have. Pressing generate and waiting for a minute or so for it to complete the operation. So it's done. We see that ambient occlusion is applied to it. So let's begin creating the beauty. I will delete a default layer and apply a fill layer. Switching off metals, setting roughness to maximum, normal height won't need that, setting color to red blood color, like this. Right click and duplicate the material. For new copy, we'll change the color to a darker version of red and adjust the hue to a more cooler version. Right click and set up a black mask. I'm now going to build variations in blood color, so right click and apply fill to the mask. Here in source panel, I will search for some built-in noise maps. Here I picked 3D noise. Under noise parameters, I played with its scale. Applying another fill generator and picked another map that I liked, black and white spots 2. Make its scale a little smaller than the previous layer. Now applying another fill layer, set clouds map. Okay, now we'll start playing with opacity and modes to create some variations in shade. My aim here is to create a red layer with dotted pattern of darker shade to to mimic the blood and vessels under the skin. In same manner, I'm going to create color pattern for veins. So creating dark purple color layer, creating couple of fill layers with noise, clouds, dirt map for variation. Applying paint layer. I will now choose veins brush and start applying veins where we usually notice them on skin, near eyes, temporal area, ears, and such. I will then blend it in more by hiding a portion with cracks brush. It may look bizarre why I'm first applying veins and then hiding them, but again, my aim is to get variations here. So I don't want it to be too prominent, and yet I want it to appear a little. Next is to create skin layer. You may have noticed that it comes me to building it from underlayer to the top. So picking final skin color for the new fill layer. Like this. Applying black mask, and with the brush that has low opacity, I picked that brush. I start slowly revealing skin color, so to achieve the variations and color detail. I then start bringing back some pinky areas where they naturally are, like cheekbones, nose, eye area, ears. Basically just comparing with my reference and trying to spot where it should be. Here's the proof why I think this method has more potential, because you may come back under the skin layer, you can adjust the blood colors, adjust the masks a little, so have more control over the whole look. Good. My next layer is going to help me build some dark shades of derma. Again, I will choose fill layer with some brownish color, add black mask with different composed noise maps, and some custom paint in areas where I need it. I will now do some additional dark shade for the eyes area. Adding a layer with some light yellowish color to represent bone areas. Adding some blue zones to the skin to mimic that my skin is thin and some veins are coming through. Now we'll add some freckles. I will now paint nostrils area to fake shadows a little. Time to move on to lips. I will create a different folder for this, add a black mask and paint contours of the lips. Now I can match the colors to make it look natural. The colors should be almost the same brightness as skin color, but more reddish and not too saturated. Now I will build color for the creases. Temporarily we'll do a white fill layer with black mask. We'll add a generator and select curvature. Under curvature settings, invert the selection and select cavities mode and adjust the sliders to 0. Now I will play with the color to find a more natural one that fits my scenario. I want the color to be lighter, more like a skin tone. Okay, now our borders are a little harsh, so we'll add a filter and pick a blur filter and adjust the value. Now we'll paint a little better an eye zone, adding some blue and green shades here and there. Basically, I will play with masks that are underneath for the better look of the skin. And as for base color, this would be it. Almost there. Now we'll do the specs and roughness layers. In the texture set menu, we'll add a specular channel. We'll add a fill layer with only spec level channel on. To view what's happening, I will change the display mode to specular and adjust the slider a little, somewhere around the middle. Then I will duplicate a layer, make it slightly lighter version, and add black masks with some noise on. Now, let's work on roughness. Adding layer with roughness channel. I kept white color on for now just to see what's happening. I will turn it off later. Picked dead brush and started painting on areas where usually most glossy areas are on the face, such as nose, lips, ears. Okay, so for most cases that's it. Now I will worry about exporting all this beautiful stuff out. I'll go to Export Textures, select PBR Metallic Roughness preset, make a copy of it, getting rid of unneeded channels like normal, emission, metallic, but going to add a custom channel for specular level. For this we'll add a gray channel and add a specular level to it. Now we'll assign the destination folder, map resolution, and hit export. Okay, that's it. This is how I do my textures. Thank you for staying with me. In the next part, I will demonstrate how I set up a scene and render it. See you in the next upcoming video. Bye! You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever want to